everyone, welcome back to JoanneTechLover. I'm Joanne, and today I'm going to go over this Mad Catz Cyborg MMO7 gaming mouse, and this is a tiny little transformer in a mouse. Here is everything that comes in the box, the mouse itself, which I will go over in more detail in just a bit, but first I do want to go over the documentation. They do have some promotional pieces here for you, and also you get warranty guide, of course. And a bunch of Mad Catz stickers you could stick everywhere, like on your case or whatever. They have like a large size and several small sizes. And of course you have a quick start guide. And this quick start guide does tell you a little bit about the software as well as how to use this mouse, how to transform it into something quite desirable. Mad Catz has also included this extra palm rest for you. This is more of a matte finish if you don't like all this high gloss, and it's got this rubberized, I believe, grip finish. And also they've included a larger gloss finish one. As you can see, it's pretty much the same, except I believe it's raised a little higher. And you also get extra pinky rests, a matte rubberized finish one, as well as a gloss one. Now I will show you how to place it onto the mouse in just a bit, but first let's take a look at the cabling. So you do get this stiff braided cable with Velcro tie, which is always awesome to have, because twist ties, they just, you know, go down to the wire. And then you also get this, I believe, USB 2.0 gold-plated connector. It's really just for anti-corrosion. And let's take a closer look at the mouse. Let me just remove this. I just want to show you how to place these pieces on there. First of all, you'll notice this little silver piece here. You just simply squeeze it and it just comes out. But this also adjusts the length of the mouse, which is adjusting the palm rest. So you could have it completely compact, or you could drag it out and remove it completely. Now, here is the other piece I was talking about. We're going to go ahead and place this on here. As you can see, there is a bit of a height difference, so it just depends on your comfort level. Now we'll also place on the matte finish one, just so you know what it looks like. It does look a little different, doesn't it? But I kind of like the matte against the glossy. Now if only you could change out everything. Alrighty, but we're gonna go ahead and just put back the original and go to the side. So you will need a tool to take off these because it is Allen wrench shaped. So we're going to take off the tool right here. And it's excellent placement, by the way, because it just looks like it's part of the mouse. So here's the Allen wrench tool that you will need. And since we are here, I do want to take out the weights too. So just unscrew this piece right here, and there will be a spring-loaded piece beneath. Oh, there it is. Alrighty, so it's two pieces, and here are your weights. And the mouse is heavy enough without the weights, probably because of the aluminum piece on the bottom. But here are your 5 weights. These are 6-gram weights each. Alrighty, and I personally like to have them out because it's already heavy, and I prefer lighter mice. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and just place this back here and screw it back into place, and then I will quickly show you how to adjust the rest of this mouse. This is really impressive, by the way. So on the side is the pinky rest, so you just take this tool and unscrew it. So give me a second. Alrighty, I will show you just the matte one so you know what it looks like. And the screw will come out, so one moment. There it is. So you'll see these 3 holes here, and then this is the screw hole. So you will take this matte pinky rest and go ahead and you see these 3 pieces here. Be sure to just align them with this right here. Oops, it actually should click in, and it's actually easier to screw like this. And you just, one moment, remove the screw completely and screw this into place. And there you have it, the, one second, the matte finish pinky rest. Actually, I do kind of want to show you the other one, so one second. And this is what the large gloss piece looks like. So here we go. Ah! Okay. One moment. And you get a bit more pinky rest with this piece here. As you can see, it does jut out. So when you place your hand on there, your pinky has like an extra little area to hang off of, which is quite nice. And sometimes your fourth finger too. You know, I'm actually gonna leave that on there and show you how to adjust the other piece of this mouse. I know there's like so much. So there's this piece here. Right now it is in its most compact position because I have tiny hands, and even with my tiny hands, still too big. Alrighty, so just go ahead and screw this piece in, and you will notice that the thumb piece is going down. This is to adjust the lengthwise for your comfort level of the thumb piece, and we're going to go ahead and adjust it back again. So it moves further up or further down depending on your preference. For me, it's just how easily you can access these buttons with its orientation. But that is how you adjust this mouse. Just a closer look at the mouse. First up, I want to go over the polling rate. You do get dynamic up to 1000 Hertz, which is 1 milliseconds response, and that is really great for lag-free play. Also, as to the physical buttons, you get 90 programmable commands via 15 programmable buttons and 6 key maps per profile, so that's where you get the 90 commands. And you can make multiple profiles. I will show you all of that in the software. So let's go over the physical button layout. On the side, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the little joystick. So the center button by default is the precision aim button, which is to reduce your mouse sensitivity, but you could also do northwest, south, east commands as well. However, maybe you're thinking, I might set this to be my WASD. Please don't do that. Unless you have like really nimble fingers, it's really hard to get the correct commands here. This is a tiny, tiny little button there. Alrighty, so you got 10 there. So where are your 11 through 15? So here, I just thought this was nothing at first, but apparently if you turn this left, that is a command, and turn it right, that is an additional command. So that would be your 11 and 12. Now then, on your front side of the mouse, you do get the main left and right click buttons. However, these are not programmable, which is strange because normally when I see a complex programmable mouse, you can program everything. But you do have these 2 buttons in the center. These are your action lock buttons, which just changes your mouse single click to a holding click. Might be really useful maybe for like movement or maybe even, I was thinking sniping. Okay, and then in the center is your DPI button. And this one you can toggle through 4 different DPIs. You can set that individual X and Y axes as well. You'll know which DPI you're on the side right here. There will be red LED indicators. And of course you have your mouse wheel. So that would be your 15th. And that would be a click. And I do like that it is wide tracking. And the back kind of looks like a dinosaur scales. Yeah, it's really cool, but a rubberized top. So these are your modes, your mode button. You will toggle through red, blue, and purple, I believe, and these are basically your profiles. So that would be 3 profiles. And when you are on each mode, you can also hit the mode shift button along with a key that you have mapped. And what happens is that turns it into a whole nother set of functions for your programmable buttons. But you do have to hold this down, so kind of wish this was a little bigger. Alrighty, so that does cover it for the buttons. Now on the bottom of the mouse, you do get this piece of aluminum. So it's very sturdy. I always love aluminum finish on my peripherals. And you get gliding feet, of course, as well as this 6400 DPI twin eye laser sensor. And that covers it for the buttons. Here's a look with the mouse plugged in so I can show you these action lock LEDs. You can change the lighting, it is RGB in the software, to show on or off. So right now I believe it is on off. So red should mean it's on. Yes. And there we go. Yeah. Alrighty. And also here's the mode. I'm going to go ahead and change the color. I believe that's blue and that should be a light purple. Yes. And back to red, so you know which profile you are on. One thing though, I do kind of wish that this wasn't pointed inward, so I can't actually see it when I'm using the mouse. And here is the DPI LED. So I believe that would be highest DPI and then goes lower as it goes up. But yes, that would be the DPI LED indicator. And there you have it. So today I'll be showing you two types of software. The software that goes with the m.m.o7 gaming mouse, that's for the programmable buttons, and the software that is the WoW add-on, that is just a little perk. I really wanted to try it out, so that's why I decided to show you guys what it's all about. Here's the software demo for the m.m.o7 gaming mouse. We're going to go ahead and head on over to settings first. So this is your DPI setting, and you could change it by clicking on the tabs. So the red LED indicator corresponds with the LED indicators on the side of your mouse, so you know which one you're on. However, I would have liked a DPI up option because it seems to just have down, so it just cycles through them, like all of them. And I'm very comfortable at around 2500 or so. And 35 is probably the highest I go unless I have just like 6 monitors set up or it's just a really, really high resolution. Alrighty, and to change resolution, either move the middle bar to change both the X and Y axis or these arrows to just change one or the other. And when you are done, go ahead and hit apply. What I would have liked to see is maybe just like a little box where I could type out which DPI I want for what. It's just easier as I can get more precise with the measurements. Alrighty, now next is precision aim. Now this is going to change the sensitivity of your mouse. Low, high, high, low. Okay, and no, 59 is too high. Okay, we're gonna apply once we're done, and this is basically the center, I guess, joystick wheel here, like the center click would activate this setting. I wonder if it's kind of like the sniper button on like, let's say the M65. Alrighty, now on to action lock. So what exactly is action lock? So it changes the mouse buttons from, these are the main buttons by the way, left and right clicks. Instead of click, like one-time click, it's going to act as if you were holding the click down, which is kind of awesome. If you are using it to walk or something, you could just click it once and then you auto walk. And of course you could just click these two buttons in the center to turn it on or off, and you could change the color. It is RGB, which is pretty sick. So we're gonna make it pink and we're going to make it this creamsicle color. Alrighty, or you could just reset to default if you do not like what you picked. Now on to programming, and I know this is the meat of the software and the mouse. So up at the top we have mode 1, 2, 3 and mode 1 shift 1, 2, 3. So these are basically your key maps for the side view and for the front view. If you want to have a new layout and you want to save it as a new profile, we'll just hit new. And you want to save as your first profile you want to save, or the second, and then just press save once you open up the profile that you'd like to be on. So right now we are on new and we want to save, let's see, you know this wheel, let's just work with this wheel. So this is really cool. At first I was like, what is this? Like, does it come off? So basically this is a function. So anti or counterclockwise, you could make a macro, and clockwise another key function or macro. So we're going to go here, and you could either go to the arrow and just go to macro key press or advanced command where you can repeat and release your key when you want to, or you could just do something simple like let's see, let's say I just want to type in QWERTY, and then we're going to hit yes, or the check mark, and then title it QWERTY, very nice, and then just hit enter and you're good. And we're going to save as, let's call it QWERTY. Yes, and hit save and activate profile. So when you make changes, make sure you just hit save and activate profile just so it'll work. And the other one, a popular one I like to do, is testing. So, and we're also going to call it testing. And then we're going to save and activate profile. Now let's go to test. This is cool. I don't need to bring up my notepad, I don't think. So, oops, okay. Anyway, so let's left wheel, woo, QWERTY, right wheel, testing. Ah, that is so cool. Okay, and we're gonna clear and hit OK. Now we're going to go to mode shift, and it's just gonna follow what mode 1 is unless you change it up. We are going to type in something else. What do we want to type? How about just summer? And I am going to click yes and title it summer. And then I'm going to make this hot because it is flippin' hot here. Alrighty, hot, hot, hot. Okay, and we're going to save and activate the profile. Now, one thing I wish was is if the shift button is bigger. I mean, I suppose if you have larger hands, you can reach it easily, but this mouse is already so big for my hands that I have to kind of just like reach for the scroll wheel even in like this most compact setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's do the test, shall we? And so I'm gonna hold the shift. Where is it? Also be easier to find. Kind of like the G shift better on the G600. So left, ha, summer hot, ho ho ho. Okay. Kind of reminds me of Summer Glau. She is a hot potato. Wait, that wasn't a compliment. But yes, she is a hottie. Alrighty, we're just gonna hit clear and hit OK. I am actually gonna show you the side view. So you'll notice that there are these hat and buttons, and that's basically just like the up, down, left, right of the joystick button right here, a small little joystick. And I usually would make a WASD for walking, but I mean for movement, but my hands are not that nimble, so it just did not come out well. But maybe you are much, much better at activating these buttons. Alrighty, and precision aim, like I said, once again, it's just the center click, and total you have 15 programmable buttons. And it's just so weird to me still that the main buttons cannot be, be reassigned. And you can even print out the whole layout of your mouse, by the way. That is amazing, like in case you ever forgot or something, but you could just open up your profile and click it and open it up. But there you have it. There is a look at the software, and hopefully that covers it. Here is a tutorial on how to use the WoW add-on with your m.m.o7 gaming mouse. First of all, of course, have your software and driver already downloaded for the mouse, and then you'll want to go to this website here and download, this is the World of Warcraft profile that they have created for you, which is awesome, just download it. And once you do, you will get to this folder right here. And you're going to want to right click, actually no, I just double click, 1 second. Double click and go into here and then go to the current profile, which is the most updated version of it. And right click, and you want to extract to a specified folder. Now this has to be correct, so what I'm gonna do is go back to this website, and I am using Windows 7, 64-bit. So this is the one I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to paste, oh, oops, and then, hold on, I'm going to paste, and then click OK, and it should be in there, which is, and then to check, just go to your system tray here, and then go to here, and just click this, m.m.o7 WoW. And you'll know that you'll be on it because there's a little box around it, wonderful, and plus it's green where the little icon is. Also go into your software real quick and make sure that you are on this profile. And then of course activate the profile. And it's just all just in case, but yeah, do that. Alrighty, now that that's done, oh yes, one more thing, you do need to go to Curse for the actual add-on. So I just typed in m.m.o7, it is this one, Cyborg m.m.o7, and it is installed. And then you will log into your WoW account, here we are, and then go into, actually, hold on, I need to lower the volume a bit. Yes, I do. Okay. And then go into this little question mark and check your add-ons. Make sure that the Cyborg m.m.o7 add-on has been checked. So this is important. Alrighty. Now you'll notice this little icon here. So, by the way, if you hit your mode button, it'll change color because you're changing profile, correct? So you'll know exactly what profile you are on, which is great. And then to access this, simply just left click this and it'll open up this menu. And these are slots for all of your buttons. So I don't think it affects the current WoW profile you have, but it's just like, oh, I really need, you know, a macro, or I need a spell or a food item into this slot, and you just put it in there and it just like changes your, you know, mouse button setup, which is amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the options that you have. So you have achievements. So, and as well, oh, so like, let's say you want to see your achievements. I'll just use the middle button and I'll just click it and boom, achievements go right up, which is awesome. And just, you know, click off to get rid of it. And you have your spell book. So I'm gonna conjure some refreshment, alrighty? So let's put it here. Conjure refreshment. And then you'll notice this 40 go up to 60. Yeah, I don't need that much refreshment, but I just wanted to show you how it worked. And also your character. So let's say you don't want to press C, you just want your character map to open just by pressing whichever button you set it to. So there it is. Oh, look at that. Yes, in case you're curious, my item level is 492, and my DPS, what is my DPS, is at 2258, and yes, anyway, I'm just going off, but yes, I absolutely love WoW and my characters, yes. So let's head out of there, and what else? What is this? Oh, yes, you can even take a look at your quest log and just drag and drop. But let's kind of get rid of that for the moment, and you could move anything from your bag over there. Let's say my Hearthstone, yes. And boom, Hearthstone is now set, but I don't really want to do that, so let's take that out. Okay, and then there's map. This could be a good one because I find myself constantly looking for the map, but I do have a keypad, so I just set it on my keypad and there it is. But there you go, middle button, map. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Okay, what else? Oh, and this is a macro area, so you can go ahead and create a new one. Let's say, well, there's like Reckless Gray, which is my character specific, and then there's general. So let's call this freezer or something. Freeze. So we go, okay, so that's what it looks like, and then you enter your macro commands, freeze, okay, and then you save, and then you move this over to here, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and I'm going to press the middle button, and it says freeze. You know, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I was thinking that a legit macro would happen instead of just this chat thing. So I don't know, if you know something that I don't know, that would be great, you know, to help me out or whatnot, but I just wanted to show you. And you can also click here to change into your different modes or profiles and whatnot. So hopefully you found that informative. It was very clear, and you know now how to use your WoW add-on with your profile and your mouse. So yay! And now for pros and cons. So let's talk about the pros first. What do I like about this mouse? I do love that it is so adjustable. It is like a little transformer in your palm. And basically what we can do is you can swap out both the palm rest and the pinky rest. So it's like if you happen to accidentally scratch it up or break it, I don't know how, but let's say you do. You could be like, oh, whatevs, I have another glossy one and a matte one. I've got so many options. And also do love that like the palm rest extends, and so does the thumb panel. So whether you have ginormous hands, like, you know, ogre hands, right? Or if you have teeny weeny little hands like I do, it fits most hands, but I would say for normal to large hands, because I still had a little trouble with it. Alrighty, and what else? Do love the programmable buttons. You get 15 of them. It's sick. And this little wheel, the dealio here, it's really awesome. And do like the action lock, because that's not something that I see on most gaming mice. So it is pretty cool. So I'm guessing that some of you might find that very useful. And do like that there are LEDs, so you know which profile you are on and which DPI you are on. And what else? One more thing. Yes, aluminum bottom piece for extra durability. And now, sadly, for the cons, because there are definitely cons with each Pro, right? First thing I want to talk about is my experience with this mouse. It took like 2 days, but okay, so I recently bought this like a USB 3 7-port hub. I will go over that in like a future vlog. And it works with my other mice, Spawn and G600. It also works with charging my phone, all that good stuff. But when I go ahead and plug in this mouse, even when nothing else is plugged in but this mouse, I'm serious, to the USB hub, it freezes. It freezes this peripheral, and if it's plugged in with anything else, it freezes those peripherals. So I don't know if it's a hardware compatibility issue, but it like freaked me out. I had to do so many hard resets to find out exactly what was wrong. So I was like, this is horrible. But once I did, it was just smooth after that pretty much. So you want to plug this directly into your PC, at least with my experiences. If you plug it into a hub, it's just not going to work out for you. It did not work out for me. But onto the cons of this mouse is that I would have liked to see a larger, more visible mode shift button, because it is hard to find as my pinky drops off and my peripheral is like up, ahead. It's usually not on the other side of the mouse. As well as the mode button, would have liked it to be more flat so I could see it instead of like designed inward, so the LEDs are not visible when I am using it. Also, the button setup, would have liked the main buttons to also have programmability functions. And the DPI, would have liked to see an up DPI. The action buttons, I don't know if I like the placement or they're too large or something, because I accidentally hit them and I'm like, what's going on? It's not working. So there is definitely that too. But I believe those are the cons that I have for this mouse. Well, also the thumb wheel, they call it the 5D button, which is the joystick that I call it. That could be a little larger, maybe a little easier to use, but I don't know. For most joystick type buttons, I find that it's just not as easy to access them when I set certain commands to them. But aside from that, I do really love the versatility of this mouse. So depends on what you're looking for, and this is definitely for normal size hands to large hands, because even in its like the smallest setup, my hand is still finding it difficult to reach the thumb wheel comfortably, and as well as the mode shift button. So for large hands, this is a win for you guys. But I guess that covers it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing / review of this Mad Catz Cyborg MMO7 gaming mouse. I had a lot of fun testing it and researching and all that good stuff. At first it was a little bit frustrating because like, what's going on? But once I figured it out, it was easy, smooth, breezy. It's just a really good mouse to have around for MMOs and for other games and tasks. Alrighty, so if you liked what you saw and you want to see more, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. Comment, because I do like to hear what you have to say to me. And also, please follow me on social media, JoanneTechLover Facebook fan page, Joanne Food Lover Twitter, and twitch.tv/whaletune, where I game stream with Tim weekly. Please don't forget to donate so you can help expand this channel and feed this techie, and really just so I can bring you more tech that you want to see. And last but not least is Storenvy. Please go ahead and check it out for my 8.5 by 11 autograph prints that you can purchase. Alrighty, so I guess that's it, right? Joanne out.